Welcome back, family and friends, to Wally's Smoke Shack. We're going to talk turkey, okay? I know Thanksgiving's not but a few months away, which is fine, but I thought I'd show you guys a few tricks on how to smoke this and brine it, okay? So for this first part, we're going to talk about brining, okay? The thing what brining does is you get yourself a kit. For this case, I brought some some turkey. It's a kit you can buy. I bought this at a local feed store. You can get kits on Amazon, your local grocery store, just about anywhere, okay? You're gonna mix up that solution of water and all the ingredients, which has got a lot of salt in there. And I'm gonna tell you what the salt does, okay? The first thing that this turkey is gonna do is absorb water and the ingredients, okay? The second thing it's going to do is it's going to absorb the salt. And what that salt does is it breaks down the muscle protein that's in the turkey, that's in this bird, and it keeps the muscles from contracting during the cook. So a lot of times what happens is you get a dry bird. What's happening is on those long cooks, those muscles will contract, and when they contract, they really squeeze out all the moisture. So then you're left with an empty gravy bowl because everybody's trying to get rid of that dry bird. We're not going to have that. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to go ahead and get this bird prepped. We're going to put it in a solution. I'm going to soak it in overnight. And when we get back here tomorrow, I want to show you how to trim this up. We're going to inject it with some seasoning and get it ready for the smoker. I'll see you back here tomorrow. We're back. Make sure you guys check your brine kits that you buy, because some of them will tell you that they only want you soaking your turkeys probably 1 hour per pound. So this was a 11-pound turkey, so we soaked it for about 11 hours. There's some you can do, you leave them overnight. But I ended up taking this off last night. We've got it patted dry, which is important because you want a good crisp on your turkey. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit of cleaning up on this now. We've got some loose skin. Got this all cleaned up. What I basically did is I cut a little excess skin for the neck. A lot of people know that you have that big, large skin that's there. Trimmed off the back gristle part, which is usually the butt. That's gone. The next thing I want to do is I want to tie these legs up. And we're going to do this in a crisscross pattern type deal. And we've got some butcher's twine that we're going to be using. And this is going to be just a pretty easy process. You want to keep everything kind of tucked in together. We're also going to do the wings. I'll show you how to tuck those in. Oops. Okay. And it's a real simple process. Just cross them over. Kind of like hog tying your turkey. Nothing like hog tying your turkey. Okay. And so the next thing we're going to be using, well, for our injector, we're going to be using a Creole butter injector. Try saying that many times fast. And all that's going to do is just help give it more moisture on this breast. But before we do that, we're going to season it up with some chicken rub. So we're going to do the bottom side first, because I have to inject the top of this. I don't want to inject it and flip it over. So we're going to do the bottom side seasoning, flip it over, and then we'll go ahead and inject. Okay? We got the bottom side of this already seasoned up. We're using a chicken rub. Famous Dave's. This is some pretty good stuff. Check it out. And I've already got our injector mix already cupped up and ready to go. Okay, so we're just going to inject a few spots here on the breast, and maybe a couple places on the thighs. Let's get some of this stuff started. Again, this injector, when you inject this, you're just keeping this breast meat really moist. I highly recommend you do this. Okay? It's a real simple process. What you want to do is just stick this down in a breast. And when you start squeezing, you want to pull out at the same time you're squeezing. You don't want like a big blob in there. And you'll see it plump up. Okay. You kind of see this thing rise up. That's telling me that we're getting it good and it's not pouring out. So it's going to stay in there, which is what we want. This is going to be some nice turkey. We'll be having this for our Shabbat dinner tonight. I'll be sending some over to my sister. So hopefully they'll enjoy it as much as we are. Alright, get down here in the thighs. You put some a little bit in the leg. Will not hurt it. Okay. Now, we've got all this injected up. Now what I'm going to do is tuck my wings in. And that's just going to help keep everything uniform on a turkey. And the best way to do that, come on over here, I'll show you this. This is a neat little thing I just learned. You take this wing, just shove it right up underneath there. Just bend it, you ain't going to hurt it. And it kind of keeps everything nice and neat, okay? And then we're going to finish off with the final seasoning. You want to get everything covered. Tell you, if you've never had smoked turkey before, you don't know what you're missing. You really need to try this out. It's real simple to set up. It's real simple to do. The results are phenomenal. You'll be surprised just by brining this, injecting, how moist that this meat's going to come out. I'm going to head down to the Traeger and I'll see you down there and we're going to get this thing started. Okay, we're out here at the smoke shack. We've got the turkey on. I've already got it into place. I've got my Meter 1 Plus probe, which is extremely accurate to let me know what temperatures are. Again, you want these temperatures. We're cooking on 350 degrees. It should take probably about 2, maybe 3 hours to cook. We're looking for an internal temperature of 165. Now I set my meter for 160. The reason is when we pull this off, we're going to cover it for 30 minutes, and that's going to finish off the cook that extra 5 degrees. So we'll come back here in about 45 minutes. We're going to spray it down, and we're going to see where we're at. We'll see you here in a few. All right, guys, it's been about 1 hour. My meter says we're sitting at 94 degrees, which about halfway through. We want, remember, like I said, we want temperature about 160. We are using an apple wood for smoke. That's going to give our meat a nice fruity, sweet flavor. It's going to be perfect for this turkey. Here's what we're looking at almost in an hour, about 50 minutes in. It's starting to brown up kind of nice. We're going to spray it down with some duck fat, okay? This is going to help with getting a nice crust on there. It's going to give it a nice little shine, keep everything nice and neat. You don't want to go too heavy, you just want to go ahead and coat it down. See how that gives it a nice shine? We're also going to flip it. We want to get a kind of nice even cook all the way around, get a nice dark, consistent color, okay? Boy, it smells good. I love that apple wood. That apple smoke, man, you just can't beat it on these birds. Alright, that's it. We're going to close this up. We're going to give it about another hour. We'll come back out, see where we're at on temperature, and maybe give it another spray down. We'll be back here shortly. Alright, we're about 140, about 145 degrees. I'm going to go ahead at this time and put on a nice glaze. This is made by Traeger. It's called Sugar Lips. And what this is going to do is just put a nice little glaze on the turkey. Go over here, let's see where we're at. And it's looking pretty good if you ask me. Pull this out a little bit. The only thing we're going to do is just pour this on. Okay, I'm just going to let it run down. You don't want to brush it too much. Okay. See how that looks. Of course, we'll do the other side as well. This is going to glaze it up real nice. Okay. I want to go ahead and get this turned around, finish glazing the other side. And the next time I see you is going to be in the kitchen with the turkey. And we'll cut into this and see how it goes. We'll see you back in a few. Alright, we got this off the grill. We had a final temperature of 165, which is perfect temp for this. And I've just been waiting for this. It's smelling the whole kitchen up. It smells great. Let's see what we got. Take a look at that, folks. Apple smoked brine turkey. I can't wait to cut into this. But that looks really super good. Let's see how it tastes. Wow, did you see the juices come out of that? That's what I was talking about, folks. Let the juice just roll out of that meat. This is super, super tender. I can't wait. Oh, wow. That's really good. And the meat is really super moist. Again, next time you do a turkey, try smoking it. I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you next time on Wally's Smoke Shack.